Next is from our treasurer. Item 66, discussion and possible action to approve staff to proceed with the statutory steps outlined in ARS 11-2519 to sell excess county-owned parcels. The treasurer's office will provide updates to the board on parcels sold.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
if I may start on this. Earlier this year, Board of Supervisors directed staff to inventory county-owned property. That task was completed and produced a list of over 330 parcels. Multiple departments, including the Assessor's Office, the Treasurer, Public Works and Development Services, among others, collaborated to review the list of 330 parcels and identify those that have county buildings, county improvements that are in the floodway and should not be disposed of. And that practice, that effort, which I'm grateful to all of those, especially the county assessor's office, recorder, and treasurer, for putting the time into it, we were able to bring the list down or reduce it to 171 parcels that consist of larger and very valuable or very small, and some of them are slivers parcels. So with the anticipation that the board would like to dispose of these parcels and put them back in private hands, we took the time to develop a program to present to you today that would walk you through how that would take place and ask you for approval. The treasurer and her team were kind enough and gracious enough. They volunteered to take the lead on that. The program was developed with the county attorney's office input, and they will be presenting it to you, asking you for approval to proceed if you approve of it. So with that said, Treasurer Mello, please go ahead.
Good morning, Chairwoman and Supervisors. You did a great job, Manager Elters. Yeah, we did volunteer to take this project on, and we're looking forward to it. We're going to take the unnecessary parcels that the county isn't able to use, have an auction, get them back on the tax roll, potentially have some improvements on those properties, get to have higher taxes. So my special projects manager, Paul Gentry, is taking this project on, and he's going to answer any questions that you might have.
Okay, any questions for the treasurer?
Maybe just an overview, a brief overview.
Certainly. Madam Chair, members of the board, so we looked at statute, what the requirements would be to sell these parcels. So the kind of brief overview would be that, one, we'd have to select the parcels. We provided a list, an inventory of parcels that could be sold. Two would be an appraisal to establish the market value would be required. Three would be provide at least 30 days notice before the sale, and then four would be sell at public auction to the highest bidder. We have explored some different kind of opportunities that the county could do with this. One being with the appraisals. There are some properties on this list that have considerably higher value than a lot of the other parcels on the list. Those parcels that have the kind of significantly higher values, what we would look to do would wait to receive the appraisals on those parcels until interest is provided to the county. Once interest is provided to the county by an interested buyer, the county would then receive a deposit from the interested buyer that would then allow the county to proceed with getting the appraisal required on the property. So it'd be a little bit different with the higher value parcels. With the lower value parcels, we're hoping that we could, through procurement, be able to obtain kind of lower cost appraisals for those. And with those parcels, what we would ideally be looking to do with the auction would be to then sell those parcels at auction, just like we do with the tax deed sale, where if for the lower value properties that we could take them to public auction through the website and sell them that way. But with a higher value properties, we would look to list those parcels on the county website, and then once interest is brought to the county, then we would move forward with the appraisal and then auction. And with the auction, with those, what we've been exploring would be having the auction maybe before, during, or after Board of Supervisors meeting.
Very good. I'd like to thank Treasurer Mello and Assessor Kench, everybody that was involved with this. Follow-up question to Manager Elters. I was the supervisor that initially put this on way back when, and I'm thankful that our board supported it. The proceeds that are received from this, will they be deposited and be put towards offsetting the structural budget deficit?
Madam Chair and Supervisor Linkenfelter, if approved by the board, we will go through the program that we just presented. When the funds come in, we would report them to the board and place them in the general fund unless directed otherwise.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay. Any other questions?
Madam Chairman.
Yes, Supervisor Gould.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I just wanted to remind the board that I was provided a list of properties for potential sale by Jeff Esposito, a public citizen. Spent a bunch of time working up that list also, so I might want to compare Jeff's list to the list that the county's come up with. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Supervisor Johnson, nothing? Okay.
Madam Chair, I'd make a motion to approve.
I need a second. Second. I have a motion second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.